everyone, Dr. Munn here. I'm going to talk a little bit about cybersecurity and their issues. This is a lot of slides, and it is a presentation made by Top Tree Security. I do have permission to use this. I've added some of my own edits too, so I'll try to be kind of brief. And please refer to the resources that are on the weekly activities for the videos. They are really important. So let's get started. All right, cybersecurity awareness, tips to protect you and your data. Why is it so important? Well, we're digital, right? So just think about why cybersecurity awareness is important. We're all online, and that is kind of where everyone is headed. Attackers go where security is the weakest. That's just, and they're persistent. So you have to be on top of them, hopefully one step ahead of them. But they will penetrate somehow, somewhere. They usually do. It's like a challenge for them. So these are what they're looking for. They're interested in your credit card and financial data, your medical data, your social security number, anything that they can identify, take on your identification and profit from it. I put some resources there, and crypto mining, ransomware, jump point, worm, etc. Okay, and they want your user or email credentials. So again, digital footprinting is important also, so please make sure that you're very secure on that. Ways to protect yourself. Backups. I always back everything up on a hard drive, all my files, everything, and I only connect my backup when I am backing up, not the entire time my computer is on. And you also want to test it, okay? I do backup daily. I like one of those I'm one of weirdo people, that 6%. So again, just make it a habit. That's what I do. I just make it a habit every day. Just before I go to bed, plug it in, do a quick backup, and then unplug. Updates sent out by firms about software, anything, please make sure that you don't ignore them, because the updates are essential. What they're doing is a positive security, in which they find a vulnerability, they create a patch, they send it out to you, and now you're secure from that little piece of vulnerability. So please make sure everything is updated and you do take them seriously. Not only your system updates, your operating system, definitely your antivirus. They're always updating because there's always, penetration. There's always things that will show up that the attackers are finding. All right, they don't give up. And please make sure you do have some type of antivirus on, no matter what it is. There are some listed items there, but you do really need to keep your information and your computer secure. Your browser also, they definitely send out updates. I just received a Chrome the other day, so please make sure that you don't ignore them. Again, with your mobile devices, they send them out to you, alerts, along with your Internet of Things. That's one thing I once in a while forget about, but now I have a mental note not to forget about that. Passwords, oh, so cute. Just please don't use your pet name. You're gonna have to rename your dog. All right, as a password. You need to manage them properly. Don't use paper or sticky notes. Please keep them in a secure location. Don't store them in clear text, on your computer, Word, Excel, etc. One note, if you do that, there are other security. You can actually encrypt those or put a security lock on Word and Excel. So, again, it's your preference, but just don't use sticky notes and leave them out on your computer, especially in the office with high traffic. Anyone could walk by. There are some password managers. Some positives of password managers is one password to access everything. It is encrypted storage of passwords. They do use autofill name and passwords on the websites. All right, so it's like a little cookie out there that you can put. When it does autofill, it will do it for you, so you don't have to remember it. And it does sync between 3 devices or all devices. Some tips: don't use your address, phone numbers, pet names, child names, birthdays, or sports teams, or where you went to school, or where you were born. Use separate passwords for every account. Yes, I know it's very tedious and I know it's a lot to remember, but that is really, really important, because once you get one hack that uses that password, then you're going to have to go back and change everything that used that same password or username. All right, so just don't. Use auto-generated unmemorable ones. That would be great. Here are some tips when to use. Should not be easily to guess. Use at least 12 characters. 15 is better. The length, the longer the length, the better the complexity. Like paraphrases, like little phrases. If you can see an example of a bad password there, and there's an example of a great password. Okay, that's a paraphrase. You can see it's capitals and small letters, etc. Use special characters. I only see 0.2%. Not good. Use those special characters. Here is a chart of the top 25 passwords by year and rank. As you can see, look at the popular ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not good. Not good. All right, and you can see even through 2019, people were still using that. You should not be using that. Okay, and just look at the ones. There's trying to get trying to get a good one. It's just nothing here should be used. A good thing is 2FA, or two-factor authentication. I use it all the time. It is the best. It goes beyond a username and password. It's a second form to prove it's you, and it's typically out of band. Okay, you can get a one-time code. The codes are different all the time. Those are the means that you can get them through, or you can use Google Authenticator. I use that. That is great. Or Authy. To ability to recover on a new device. Okay, so again, this is some suggestions. I strongly suggest using 2FA, especially with any type of finance or very, very, very personal information. Banks do it. I know banks do it. All the financial institutions do it. So again, very, very, very important to have that in place. Just a click, what can happen when you do click. This is a scam that can be easily recognized. I mean, you can see there's a lot of things wrong with it. This is wrong right here. This is all wrong here. Why is there something from Canada? Just no. Well, these are all red flags. Again, some more red facts. Hacked or spoofed email for someone you know. Just be very careful. They try to get personal. And it's from France. See that right here? Do you know anyone in France? All right, text messaging example. Again, the red flags. A package. Oh, this is so prevalent during any type of holiday seasons, from FedEx or UPS or UPS. If you haven't ordered anything and you're not expecting a package, don't click on it. Okay, and look at that domain. Not good. Here again, hover before you click. What that means is if you hover over something like this one here, look at what will open. That does not match, and so you know that is not a good thing to do. Foreign domains, you be very careful on that. Don't trust it. Just any doubts, just don't click on it. I've gotten some of these, and what I have done is I actually went to the original website to make sure that it was authentic. Just don't click on it. It'll save you a lot of trouble. If you don't recognize it, don't click on it. And again, going back to the other piece, if you think like, you get something, say you won $5,000, just click here. Again, that's a scam. They just want your information. So again, please don't. We have bit.ly, okay, and tiny URL that we can use, but just be very careful on that sometimes right here. Okay, an uncovered URL is not something that you want. You click on link expander and it'll expand this link to see what it is, if it is something, a true website or not. All right, sense of urgency. Again, be very, very careful. Update now. No. Okay. It says 92% of the malware is delivered by email. Here are some examples. Okay, stop, think before you click. If you recognize the sender, expecting an attachment, is it normal for that contact to send you attachments? Don't do it. All right, don't do it. I did it once and I regret it. Okay. And I'm still getting text messages, so don't do it. Wire transfer, account credentials, never do that. I always email the company and ask, did you actually send this? And then they give me an answer, usually no. Okay, so please make sure that you double check. And these are some of other email scams here. Here's some more scam favorites. Okay, Amazon's a big one. Amazon has a site that you can actually send something to, and they will respond if it is authentic or not. It is extremely important that you be very aware of it during season and holidays, especially about your order delivery and your taxes, the tax too, tax issues. So again, during tax season. Phone scams, I was one of these, not good. Social engineering, it makes the caller provide your verification, hang up and call back on a published number. Some of them are unrecognizable public numbers, so don't do it. Phone numbers can be easily spoofed. Bank, credit card companies, medical insurance companies, IRS, past due account balances, and robocalls. Other types of phone scams, there were big ones about the grandparent scams. Then also, there was another one out there about, I think it was a UPS scam. All right, so please don't do any of this. Please be very wary. Here is a phone scam examples. Hi, this is Catherine from Microsoft. We've been trying to get in touch with you. Again, there's one from the IRS. There's one for, there are just hundreds of these. Please don't. All right, it says, however, we'll be discontinuing your license within 48 hours. Again, Amazon is a good one for this one. The IP address has been compromised from several countries. So we need to change your IP address. Don't do that. Do not press 1 to get connected. All right, it's very confusing. Just ignore it. If you do have a question, email Microsoft. Hey, did you send this? USB drives and more, do not connect a unknown or unauthorized media device to your device. Programs can run when plugged in without you doing anything. And these are some examples of things to be very wary of. Encryption, it can help you protect your data. It can help an attacker also with ransomware. Protecting your data sent or received. So if you can see, if it doesn't have this little S here, it is not secure. Don't go to it. Don't go to anything that does not have an S on there or a little lock. Okay. And here's a recommendation for wireless. Protect your devices. Helpful if device is lost or stolen. Often associated with phone or PIN numbers. Microsoft, Windows, BitLocker, or Firewall are some good stuff places. All right. Yes, you need this lock, but don't assume it. Make sure you have that S here. Okay, never install anything based on a pop-up when visiting a website. Trusted websites can have and host malware. Okay, so please be very, very careful on what you're doing. Avoid public Wi-Fi computers and charging. All right, especially like I know airports, do not go on their public Wi-Fi, coffee houses, Starbucks, hotels, etc. If you do go on theirs, don't do anything personal with any personal data. Yes, you can go search websites. Don't order anything. Don't do any of that other stuff where your credit card has to be put in, because there are people just hanging out on the public Wi-Fi's waiting for you to do something like that. Your internet privacy, data is new gold. Your data is very valuable to all hackers. If you're not paying for it, are you the product? Data analysis and predictive results. Examples, advertising and urgency rates. Are you oversharing? All right, just be careful on that. Especially on Facebook, you're saying, oh, I'm going on vacation, I'm visiting, blah, 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 blah. I mean, just don't. If you've been a victim of scam, there are some places that you can contact. Contact your IT support, and if you're in a business, write down the details. Something with ransomware or scams, there is BBB, the Better Business Bureau, or the FBI for ransomware keys. There are places where you can actually report the incident to law enforcement, okay? You're not alone. You can. I mean, everyone, I would say the majority of people have been victims of scams. More resources. When in doubt, don't click on it. Okay, you can go to your ID department. You can actually visit this Treetop Security. They'll help you out. We are always on the brink of learning things. There's always going to be patches out. Nothing is 100% secure, so you just have to be on guard and be very wary of this. And there is, I love the phrase, stop, think, and connect. Okay, just stop for a minute, think about it, look at it, and then decide. Take a moment. Okay, here are some issues. Software threats, pieces of computer code and application that damages the user's computer, steal personal information and financial information. The mobile viruses that you need to know are Bluejacking and BlueSnarfing. Those are so important to know this. Mobile viruses, that's when your mobile devices are infected by viruses that spread themselves via the mobile phone network. Bluejacking, send anonymous, unwanted messages to others with Bluetooth-enabled mobile phones or laptops. BlueSnarfing is the actual theft of data from your Bluetooth-enabled device. This Bluetooth user running the right software from a laptop can discover a nearby device and steal the contact information, phone book, images, etc. All right, so you need to know the two differences. This is an interesting diagram and actually image. Each one of these goes into detail about cybersecurity, and these also go into detail. So if you're very interested in cybersecurity issues, cybersecurity platforms, and also their jobs, okay, their professional jobs, this is a great image to click on. And activity 3 is the Jamboard, and assessment 1 is also due this week. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long one. I really appreciate it. I don't like talking this long, but I do appreciate it. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Have a wonderful week. Wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks again, guys. All right. Great job everyone's doing. I really, really do appreciate it. Bye.